Good morning, muses. I'm down here in the orchard this morning, taking a look at my trees. Looks like the apples are doing good. This one still hasn't sprouted any leaves yet. This is my fig. She was the first one to sprout leaves. She's looking okay. This is one of my pears. No leaves. Might have to replace that booger. But this is the other pear, and it's got leaves. So, doing good. Another apple with leaves. These are my pumpkins and watermelon, I think. Are they all pumpkins? No, watermelon, cantaloupe, pumpkins. I've got blue pumpkins, white pumpkins, and these are my orange ones that I planted from seed, but they don't get any water out here, you guys, and this is a big hill. Lugging water down here sucks. We're supposedly might get some rain today. It has been really hot, really hot. It was 100 yesterday. So these guys get watered. I have a sprinkler. There's one corner way up at the top near the duck structure that looks like it's not getting water, so I might have to hand water that. We should have really put in our drip system, but I really wanted to get this stuff in the ground. I was really feeling the need to get food in the ground ASAP. Intuition, I don't know, spirit guides tell me something, but I really felt the need to get as much food as possible into the ground, and it was before we even had our water system set up. Oh, it is humid. It's not even that hot right now. Today it seems much cooler than it has been. It's Friday than the rest of the week, but it is humid. It's so humid. Crazy. Summer solstice is next weekend, so we're not even in summer yet. But the things that I planted from seed look okay. They're look like they're doing okay. But a lot of the stuff that I planted in pots and I kept in pots until we got here, I think I just kept them too long in the pots because they're stunted. Like all my peppers seem like they're stunted. My potatoes are not potatoes. I planted those here, but the tomatoes, they just seem like they're not growing. I've always had a problem with lettuce. My lettuce, it's not growing at all. So I don't know, you guys. I'm still new at this. This is the 4th garden that I've ever planted in my life, and I am learning. This is also a brand new property, so I'm learning. But I'm happy. I mean, things are not dead. Well, it looks like we might just get some rain. I really hope so. My garden needs a good soak. This part gets watered twice a day, but that little corner right there doesn't seem to get anything. Can't figure out this dumb sprinkler. And those poor guys down there that we just looked at, they don't get any water, unfortunately. All these, that's my ginger and sweet potatoes and a whole bunch of flowers. And I have to water this stuff by hand. My flowers up here. But it looks like we're gonna get the storm. Here comes the wind. And it cooled off. Thank goodness. Come on, rain. My melons and pumpkins need you. Rain seems imminent at this point. So if all of a sudden the clouds clear and it goes away, I'm going to be upset. Need some water. Okay, this is the first time the duckies are out in what will eventually be their permanent place, their permanent yard. We are using the electric netting that we bought for the chicks right now, just to kind of get them used to the yard. Their pool isn't even filled up yet, but there's the duck coop, painted. Half of it's, well, most of it's painted. All of the trim is going to be white, but Richard just finished it today.
Do trim still.
Got to do the trim still, and put a little thing on the top so the water doesn't get in. But that thing is solid. It is really, really solid. It came out wonderfully. We put a little vent there on this side, and here is how we open it and clean it out. 2 big doors. Got the tin roof, metal roof, and there's their pool again. We're going to put a little ramp in and out so they don't get stuck. And this is their first time outside, you guys, in the grass. We've had them outside in their little kiddie pool a couple of times, but this is their first time out in the grass. They are finding bugs and eating them quickly. We have not hooked up the electric portion of this fence yet, and they've already gotten out once. They go right through this. It's the poultry netting, but they go right through it because they're still small. They haven't been using the light for about a week now because it's been really hot, and they I think they're getting their adult feathers because they look like they need their hair brushed. But I think I can sort of tell the chocolate runners from the khaki Campbells now. There's 4 chocolate runners in there, and the other 6 are khaki Campbells. And it looks like the chocolate runners are darker, and they have a more narrow beak, and their beak is darker. Oh, they're so cute. And they look so much happier out here in their yard. Their yard's going to be a little bit bigger than this. Well, a lot bigger than this once we string the fencing up. This is the neighbor's yard. This is our yard. The blades fell right out of Richard's riding lawnmower about 4 days ago while he was mowing, and so that's why the lawn looks really bad. It's really high. And he ordered, now it's probably been a week, I guess now, he ordered parts, replacement parts on Amazon, and they came, and of course they were all bent up, so we couldn't use them. So meanwhile, grass is growing taller and taller. But that's how it is sometimes. And I'm just happy that these ducks are out of the shop. And they look so happy. Hi Muses, it is the next day. This is one of those videos that takes several days to record. I think I started on Friday. It's now Sunday. But anyway, the duckies, the older ducklings, spent the night, their first night outside. Well, it wasn't outside, it's in their very secure, very cool duck coop that Richard built. I'm about ready to go and paint the trim, and we'll install that later. But the ducks are inside and they did just fine. It didn't get too cold. It did finally cool off here. I don't even think it's 80 degrees here yesterday and today, thank goodness, because 100-degree temperature with 90% humidity, yeah, that's not good. I don't do well in the heat, and so I'm glad it kind of, the weather broke. But I think this next week another heat wave is coming. Fun. But anyway, we had to take down the netting, the electric netting, because it was shorting out. The grass was too high, and as you can see, it goes down. Like, we don't have any level ground here, or very, very little of it. So it was going downhill and it was arcing on the grass, and so it wasn't working. Plus they're still small enough that they fit through the little rectangles of the netting, the electric netting. So it wasn't doing any good. So we took the netting down. My cat up there in the woods, or is it Bigfoot? I'm not sure. If you guys see Bigfoot, leave a comment below. I'll be interested. Anyway, they did perfectly fine out here. We took the electric netting down, and we are going to be at least starting to put the fence up, the permanent fence. We've got to run to town, get a gate and some poles and some cement. And we're also going to be looking for a better solution for the water. We were at Tractor Supply yesterday in a smaller town, and I didn't really see anything there that would work exactly for ducks. So we're going to look at Rural King, which is in a little bit bigger town. The town is 30 minutes away, so so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I've got to finish painting the trim, and we might install that today, but I really want to get the fence up, because we can't let them out until the fence is up, because they'll just run away or get eaten. So anyway, that is my update for today, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like, share, ring the little bell for notification, subscribe if you're not subscribed. It really helps my channel out. And I will be giving another update probably tomorrow or the next day, and you'll be able to see, hopefully, all the fencing up. And Richard was able to MacGyver his way into fixing his riding lawnmower, and he was able to cut the grass, thank goodness. So we didn't all disappear into tall grass. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.